Well, hello everyone. This is Karen Ann Harlos with you for another episode of Jurassic Dictionary, where we examine a dying, dead, or just plain interesting, unusual word. I try to every other week, but I was going to say, but or maybe no, to give a Candace Owens reference. And it's even better if there is some cool historical spin. Now, I'm much more well known, if that's even a thing in libertarian circles, for my political commentary. But my lost calling is definitely history. And the word for today, or perhaps it's a phrase, is pig's whisper. Now, I first discovered this word, as I'm wont to do, in Word Museum, and it had a meaning there of a loud whisper, one meant to be heard. And I'm just envisioning, typical teenage girls gossiping about another as she walks by, and one whispers to the other, and it's meant for the other girl to be heard. Now, that's immediately what I thought about. But other research seemed to veer off in a different direction. But one thing seems sure. This is pure 18th and 19th century British slang. And I found there are two primary senses, and both of them, of course, are obsolete today, but maybe we can change that. But I like the first sense even better, which is different than it was in Word Museum. And that is the meaning of a very short space of time, like an instant or a jiffy. So you'd say that something happens in a pig's whisper, meaning really quickly. And why? The explanation I saw is because a pig's grunt is brief and abrupt. Now, the second meaning comports with Word Museum. It's a low, almost inaudible whisper, or even just a grunt itself. Now, I'm trying to reconcile these two meanings. So, of course, I went off to the Oxford English Dictionary online, where it said a whisper or a confidential tone of voice, and dating it from around 1780. It also gives the other meaning of quickly, but interestingly, here is an entry that I found in OED that combines both of these meanings. And here's the example from 1823. Pig's whisper is briefness itself. 'Tis a grunt. Now, I found that fascinating. So it seems to me that the almost inaudible, that meaning needs to be taken in that way where it can be heard, was meant to be heard, was done quickly and gutturally in an affected, confidential manner. Now that's my own definition, synthesizing all these. And the most fun way, though, that it seems that it can be used today is primarily in the rapidly sense. I'll be there in a pig's whisper. I don't know. That has a quirky charm. It's certainly way more fun than ASAP, though not as short for text. But try dropping it in a conversation. You'll definitely get some puzzled looks. But isn't that the joy of forgotten phrases? What do you think? Can you work this into your life in some way? Now, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe below and consider my other channels. My main one at Pink Flame of Liberty, but again, fair warning, it is hardcore libertarian content and sometimes political history. And also Pink Parliamentarian. Yes, I know. I don't look the part, but I am a registered parliamentarian for hire. And there I give weekly, no, it's not weekly, it's not bi-weekly, it's on the opposite of this show, which is whenever I get time. But I give tips and hints on Robert's Rules of Order. And as I said, it's on the opposite week of this show, so if you've subscribed to both, you'll have something each week. And if you subscribe to Pink Flame of Liberty, you'll have something a lot more quickly. Or in a pig's whisper. Ah, you see what I did there? Okay. Sorry, I cracked myself up. Until next time, have some fun with language and paint a more descriptive world. Bye-bye.